Look, it's been a long couple of years, and I think it's fair to say we all need a holiday. Hard-working ministers deserve a break, and so do I. If we don't look after our mental health, we'll start making silly mistakes, like forgetting where we put our keys, or our passport, or our moral compass. Do the Taliban not know it's the summer holidays? I was on the fence about them before, but now I'm pretty firmly anti. When I saw their forces were on the verge of taking over the country, I immediately put out a statement asking this extremist death cult to respect human rights. It was the least I could do, so that's what I did. I was in constant contact with officials, except for one afternoon when the Wi-Fi went down and I ran out of data on my phone because I'd spent all afternoon on TikTok. Some of those kids can really dance. I wasn't going to make a call. Have you seen the roaming costs these days? That's the real scandal. I'd love to get my hands on whoever made that decision. As Minister for Foreign Stuff, it's important that I go around the world and experience other cultures. For example, did you know that here in Greece they have a liqueur called ouzo? Well, I didn't, and it's rather tasty. There is one sort of fish paste thing they do, which I'm not so keen on. They call it Taliban masala, I think. Seems in very poor taste. Yes, I've been on the beach, but it's not always relaxing. Sometimes there are people trying to sell you stuff on the beach, and they interrupt you whilst you're trying to listen to your audiobook of Margaret Thatcher's The Downing Street Years. Very erotic moment as well. The miners' strike, if you must know. And they're trying to sell you a towel or something. They can be quite persistent and actually very intimidating. After the third such interruption, finally I decided I'm just going to leave and go back to the hotel, where I had time to send a tweet condemning the Afghan army for refusing to stand and fight. Of course, we will welcome many people into our country. It's a very simple process. All they have to do is go onto our website, download a PDF, print it out, fill it in, and then fax it back to us, and then wait the 3 to 4 months processing time. So as long as they've done that in advance, they should be fine. I think it was set up 2 days ago. I have to say, I have been deeply upset by some of the attacks on me by my colleagues, although I would note that none of them made a fuss when I got the job in the first place. It's not like I've got worse, is it? It's important to remember this was a very difficult and complicated situation, and it's possible there was never going to be a happy ending. Oh, that reminds me, got a massage booked. Hope he lets me listen to the audiobook again.